Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you what I have in my fridge and what I like to buy. Look at my baby hair. Wow, I can't do anything about that, sorry. But yeah, I just went grocery shopping and I want to kind of show you what we like to buy. It's a very healthy haul, and I basically don't like to keep any kind of junk food in the house because I know that we will eat it. So I just want to show you what we do like to have in the house in terms of snacks. It won't only be what's in my fridge, but it'll also be some snacks and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Before I show you what's in the fridge, I want to show you some of our favorite snacks that we will always have on hand. For my husband and I, we really like the Hungry Buddha coconut chips. They're all pure ingredients. They're nice and crunchy and no garbage in them, so you get, you know, a nice little bit of sweetness without actually having anything deep fried or whatever. And coconut is extremely good for the gut as well. So we love snacking on these, and they're all organic, non-GMO, and they're pretty affordable too. Already have dug into these, but these are just dried apricots. The boys love them, and I absolutely love them as well. Can't live without these. We have raisin boxes. We always buy a big bag of these. I just have a few just to show you, but we keep everything in this nice big messy snack drawer. Some of these peanut butter chocolate granola bars for the boys. Now these aren't extremely healthy. I mean, the ingredient list is quite long and there is sugar, but if you compare it to other granola bars out there, they are pretty decent. So I do give these to them, not often, just usually as a treat. We really like the Enjoy Life Mega Chunk chocolate chips. Now, we don't give these to the boys often, but they are free of milk, nuts, soy, all that kind of stuff. It's basically just a nice short ingredient list. It's just brown sugar, cacao mass, and cocoa butter. So like I said, if they're being really, really good and I want to give them a few chocolate chips or I want to bake with these, that's what we'll do. I usually give them like maybe 10 chocolate chips in a little cup. Only if they're being good though. I don't eat this just for the kids. Something that my husband and I really love is dark chocolate. We usually like 85% or more. We don't usually go under in terms of darkness. This is awesome. It's organic. Everything's raw ingredients, really good. And another thing that we really love are these Chimes ginger chews. These are awesome for after dinner if you want something sweet, but you know, don't want too much sugar. They're really delicious, and ginger is awesome for digestion. So this does help with, you know, after a meal, but it's delicious. They have orange, they have mango, they have peanut butter, they have all sorts of flavors, but the base is all ginger. So we love those. So these are just some of our main snacks that we really like to enjoy. The next products I want to quickly share with you that I will be buying, and we really love them, is this cereal. We don't really eat cereal often, and we actually really don't have many carbs or grains. But what I love about this cereal is not only is it sprouted grains, there's honey and coconut and chia seeds, so lots of good stuff. It's all organic, non-GMO, gluten-free. But I really love the short ingredient list. So let me just focus this here for you. So you have sprouted sorghum flour, whole grain cornmeal, chia seeds, honey, coconut palm sugar, sea salt, and a little bit of honey. This one here is a little bit different. It's sprouted sorghum, there's whole grain corn. Actually, well, it's basically the same. There's just coconut in it as well. There's one other one that's a chocolate flavor that we like to buy, and that one's actually made with bean flour, so it's really good. We don't really eat these with milk, as that's not really what we like to do, but I love just having a handful of these as a snack or topping it on top of a smoothie. So we definitely love this company. It's Nature's Path, and yeah, it's really delicious, and I love anything with a short ingredient list. Okay, so now for what is in my fridge. Check that out, nice and full. I guess I will just start with the top shelves. It is not very organized, I'm gonna be honest, because I just throw everything in when the kids are here, but we always like to have some spinach. So you can see some baby spinach here, which we put in smoothies, salads, stir fries, whatever. We have a couple of pints of blackberries. This is just some pickles. They're Lebanese pickles. My mom made them for me. We have some organic miso. I like to make miso soup. We like this because it's fermented, and we always try to get fermented foods into our diet, you know, for gut health and all that. We have some lebni. It's a Middle Eastern, like, thick yogurt kind of dip. It's good because it's high in probiotics, so the boys like that. But we do not eat dairy very often. This is just once in a blue moon. And then coconut water. My husband's absolutely in love with coconut water. We don't drink pop or juice ever. The only drink we ever have in this house is water, kombucha, and sometimes coconut water. So this is what my husband really likes. This is not from concentrate, so it's just pure coconut water, which we really love. And we have 2 things of eggs here. We go through a ton of eggs, so we actually have 4 dozen eggs. What I love about these is that they are organic, free-range eggs. So that's really important to get free-range, and you know, you want them all, you know, organic and all that. So we go through a lot of eggs for pancakes, for baking, for breakfast, for lunches. So that's awesome there. Over here we have some more containers of strawberries. In the back we have some mushrooms, which you can't see really, but they're kind of back there. I don't know if you can see that. We have a bag of kale. This is already chopped kale, which is awesome because it saves me time. So I put it in stir fries or salads or smoothies. We have lots of asparagus, lots of zucchini, which I like to spiralize and use as pasta because we don't eat grains really or carbs. Over here I have a couple, I really like prepped and washed veggies. So we buy this snap peas, which again are awesome for stir fries or eating raw or dipping in some hummus. We have a big bag of Brussels sprouts. We have a big bag of green beans. Over here I have some hard-boiled eggs. I will always keep these on hand if I'm hungry. That's what my snack usually is. This is just some homemade beet hummus that I made the other day. I always will meal prep something like this in the beginning of the week, and we like to, dip veggies in that. Some applesauce in the back that I bake with, or the kids like to eat. This shelf is kind of a busy shelf, so it's gonna take me a minute, but this is a goat yogurt, so we don't really eat dairy, like I said. So if we want yogurt, we will use this. If they want it sweet, like a parfait, I will add honey to it to sweeten it and top it with some berries and maybe that cereal or some granola. We also use this for my baby's formula, so we always have a big stash of this on hand, but I'm going to move them so I can show you what's behind. We have Almond Milk. This is a Canadian brand, but it's just the same. It's unsweetened, the 30 calories. It's organic, so I always make sure we're doing organic for everything. This is just my baby's formula. It's starting to separate, so I always shake it before I give it to her, but that's what that is for. We will always have some kombucha. So right here is a ginger kombucha, only 2 grams of sugar for the bottle, so that's pretty sweet. It's organic and raw. Some more almond milk. We use smoothies. We make a lot of smoothies, so that's what this is for. I don't normally buy this actually ever, but I am baking for Easter. We're making some healthy desserts, so I bought some real coconut whipped cream because a lot of us in our family can't have dairy, and I'm too lazy to make whipped cream. So I just bought these for convenience, but it's just for Easter. I normally don't have this in my fridge. Another thing that we will have if we do have dairy, which again is rare, but it's organic kefir. This is plain, no sugar or anything added, but it's fermented, so it's extremely good for the gut. So I will give this to my kids in a smoothie, so it's sweetened up, but they definitely love this, and it's lots of probiotics. One other thing I want to show you that's back here. Okay, well, everything's gonna fall out, but basically that is goat milk. So it's it's 2% goat milk, and that's all it is. There's no other ingredients, and it's organic. Oh, it's not even focusing. It's organic, so we'll usually give that to Aaron, my other little baby, if he wants a bottle, because sometimes he'll see his little sister with one and he wants a bottle, so that's what we will do. Here's coconut water. This is the one we use for Lily. It's again pure, natural, and organic coconut water, so that's what we make her formula with. Kind of just putting these back in the fridge before I move on and pray nothing falls off the shelf. Okay, in terms of my drawers, this is what it looks like. So I usually have a drawer for fruit. Oranges, pears, and avocado is all we have in here right now, but usually there'll be apples and maybe grapes in here too. For the kids, they love fruit, and Aaron loves avocado, and so do I. In this drawer, it's a little bit more messy, but we have some sweet potatoes. Always have celery on hand. It's a negative calorie vegetable, and it's high in some healthy sodium, potassium, all that stuff. So we really love celery. Cucumbers for the boys to snack on. There's some carrots, and then garlic and ginger in here as well. And now in our final drawer, this is our meat drawer, but we don't really have meat. Instead, I have the boys' pouches. I put it in this bottom drawer so they can reach it themselves. And that's just my fridge beeping, telling me I need to close it. But these are organic, just no sugar added, apple pouches. There's some strawberry ones for the kids as well. Sorry, don't mind the beeping. It won't stop until I close the fridge. This is chia seeds. I keep mine in the fridge because they spoil quick, so they're pure organic chia seeds. We have some hemp parts right here. I have sesame seeds. For cheese, again, we're not big dairy people, but if we do, we have organic. This is raw cheese, and there's probiotics in it, so that's a bonus. And it's not like, it's only partly skimmed, so it's not completely skimmed. This is another thing that my husband really likes. He loves pepperettes and meat, so we actually we don't eat pork because just all the toxins in it. So we buy turkey pepperettes. They're gluten-free, lactose-free, no MSG. There's just really good clean ingredients. So he'll like these, and that's what he eats as well. So that's kind of it for the main part of the fridge. I'm gonna close the fridge and then finish the rest of the fridge when I open it again. Okay, so I closed it to make it stop beeping, but I want to show you what we keep in our doors. So we are almond butter lovers. I buy peanut butter now. Normally peanut butter isn't the most nutritious, and it actually is really inflammatory for the gut, except for Valencia peanuts. So that's what this is. It's 100% US Valencia peanuts. So this is what I use. There's no sugar, no salt, nothing added. It's just pure peanuts. We make the pancakes with this. My kids love sandwiches, things like that. We have almond butter, sunflower seed butter, another nut butter that, oh, it's actually over here. That is my absolute favorite out of all of these is this one. I've showed this on my channel in a favorites video on my other channel. Come on, focus. There we go. It's rainforest nut butter. So basically it's Brazil nuts and I believe cashews. Let me double check that. Cashews, Brazil nuts, and coconut. It is so sweet. You guys there's no sugar or anything added, but just from that combination, they're insane. I'm in love with this. We have some hot peppers. This is just some probiotics for Lily's bottle. We have applesauce, always unsweetened, but we do a lot of baking with applesauce, or the kids just like to eat it, so I stock up on that. We have, in terms of like soy sauce, we like stir fries, so I will use a tamari. It's an organic, gluten-free soy sauce. Ketchup, which we rarely have. I never eat it, but the kids do like it sometimes. If I am to have a ketchup, I use this one. It is, oh, here, I'll put it down so we can focus. It is basically called Good For You ketchup, and it's sweetened with dates, so there's no sugar in it, and it's just some tomato and dates basically, and apple cider vinegar. So some really good ingredients there. There you go. So if I do have ketchup, that's what I will use. But again, I rarely ever add ketchup or anything like that to my food. It's just some other like hot sauce and things like that. And on this side, we have some cod liver oil, which we put in the kids' bottles, some hemp seed oil, which is for bottles and smoothies. Actually, both of these are. We have some pure organic maple syrup, probiotics for John. These are the pill form. Vegan mayo in the back. We have applesauce again, some mustard, tahini right there, and some whole grain mustard over here. And some alcohol for cooking, which I actually haven't used in a very long time. But that is what is in my fridge, and that's usually what it looks like. It's usually mostly veggies and fruit, and then, yeah, so I'll show you what's in my freezer. Oh, thanks, Erin. Can we leave the freezer open? Here, that's for you. So my freezer, we've got, it's a little bit of a mess, but we have lots of frozen berries, blueberries, we have frozen mangoes, some healthy homemade cookies that I like to make. They're coconut cookies. We like just a lot of berries because we do a lot of smoothies. I have a good quality wild caught sockeye salmon. They're beautiful fillets, so it's a bag of these that I like to cook up. A big bag of veggies that I like to steam. We have some organic corn, and I bought some organic mixed vegetables as well, because vegetables are usually our main part of our dish for every meal. The top shelf here, we have a box of organic chicken breast burgers. It's just pure chicken breast, no other ingredients. We have some Angus beef burgers down here that we like to barbecue, and again, pure and organic. And this is something we don't normally buy actually, but I bought 3 trays of Italian sausage just because John's having a birthday party in 2 weeks, so that's for that. We're doing a barbecue, but we normally don't eat pork just because of the toxins. But this is what we have in terms of frozen food. Thanks for helping, bud. So I just want to show you this cupboard. This is the cupboard that Aaron gets into and completely disorganizes every single day because some of his snacks are in here. So I just want to show you what some of the things I have in here. And the first thing are these Medjool dates. We always have dates on hand because I bake with them, and the kids love these as snacks with some nuts. I have these Annie's Bunny grams. They're, you know, gluten-free and stuff. They're organic. There is still sugar and all that in there, but once in a while to give it to the kids, they really do enjoy this. So I have that. And I have, you know, some almond flour. Again, we don't really eat grains, so for the most part, it's mostly paleo almond flour. We have some coconut flour. What else is up here? We do have some oats, which I will make some cookies with sometimes, or oatmeal once in a while for the kids, but again, it's not often. And some cocoa powder. So that's kind of what's here. And my overly packed spice cupboard, we have a big stash of coconut water for Lily. We have pure organic coconut milk, full fat, some raw honey. Here's all my supplements. We have the L-glutamine, we have omega, we have matcha, collagen, gelatin's back there, which I'm not even gonna attempt to get. These are the multivitamins I use. They are a food-based multivitamin, so no chemicals, just real food. They're non-GMO. A whole bunch of spices. I have a lot, but yeah, that's kind of what this cupboard looks like, and that kind of sums up a huge tub of coconut oil up there, which we can't live without, and that kind of sums up this thing. And finally, I just want to show you one thing that actually wasn't in my fridge, but it should be, are these pancakes. These are always meal prepped in the beginning of the week. They're the banana peanut butter pancakes that I had on my other channel. So if you're interested, you can check out the recipe for that, but they're delicious and the boys love them and they're very healthy. So we always have these in the fridge, and that's kind of what they eat for breakfast throughout the week. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Sorry the fridge part of the video got cut out at the end, but basically I just finished saying that's what was in my fridge. But that is kind of what we like to eat. Everything is very vegetable and fruit based, but that's what our fridge looks like. It's always packed with very healthy food. We don't have chips or like cookies and like things like that. If we have chocolate, it's a pure dark chocolate and things like that. So that's kind of how we eat around here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests for something you want to see, comment below, let me know. My social media links are also in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.